This is kind of how it's going to be set up, and it looks a little bit weird right now because as you now am I live? Now I'm live. So, right off the beginning of this video, I'm going to mention that I have to give a huge shout out to all my Patreon folks. Every couple of months, I send out signed photos. I have one around here somewhere. I don't know where I put it, but with the help of those guys, I believe we are finally getting ourselves a built engine. Well, they're helping support a portion of the built engine. I'm gonna throw the rest at it, but I think like that's the next step moving forward. Is we've never had a built engine on this channel. Can you see the cat in the background trying to push that door open? He's gonna get it too, isn't he? What up, everybody? Dang, I've never been this early. The cat is trying to escape into a room that I usually keep closed because inside that room you can get like between the two floors of the house where all like the cross beams are. Someone disliked my video, sad. Anyways, what's up, everybody? I'm just coming on. I wanted to give a shout out to all my homies. I guess I don't need these. I want to give a shout out to all my homies on my Patreon. I know I only have 22 of them, but they've been like loyal and awesome ever since January, and we've come up with like I think $1,400 US towards getting a forged motor for my car. So I guess I've dropped hints on social media all over the place, but I have been contemplating getting rid of the A turbos. Well, I am getting rid of the A turbos, but just for this season. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 88mm back on it, and I think we're going to get a forged motor. Well, not the same 88. We're actually putting a True North Turbo 88 on it, and we're going to get a forged motor. That way we can really test the extent of this new turbo that we're creating. Now the cat's stuck in there, isn't he? Stupid ass. So, let's just go see. There's actually a lot of people in chat here. I see Truly Yours, Devin, Joe. The cat is escaping. Matthew. Jick? That's weird. It's like Nick, but Jick. Oh, it's Jick Norge. That's why. It's probably Nick George. Silly. Parker, 10-foot giant. Basketball. Chris. Jackson. Emmett. Rogue. Will I Am. Travis Hamilton. Travis, huge shout out to you. He's one of my Patreon guys. He's all for it. It's awesome. There's Punk Bomb. Damn you, cute Kyle. Have you mentioned you have a company? I mentioned that I have a turbo company. Yeah, True North Turbos. It's my own company, my own turbo company, True North Turbos. I'm so proud of it. And Black Sheep Industries. Black Sheep Industries is like the main one, and then True North Turbos is like this little tiny one that's connected to Black Sheep. So it's going to be True North Turbos under Black Sheep, if that makes sense. Like in and behind it. Like, when's True North Turbos going to be available? They're actually available now. We have 72mm, 76mm, 79, and 88. And we're working our way down from there. The website just isn't available right now, so if you want something, you just have to message us on Instagram at True North Turbos. What's up, Kyle? Yo, what up? What up? What up? Vancouver, BC in the house. 55 viewers at the moment. It built 5.3 or bigger. It's actually going to be a stock crank 5.3. So we're going to do an iron block 5.3, stock crank, aftermarket rods and pistons. I actually went ahead and, I mean, I probably shouldn't have done it because it takes a lot of my budget, but I got like some Chinese heads. They're Performance World heads. And we're going to put those on there. They're Performance World 225 heads. So they're just like a basic China head. We're going to put good valves in it, good springs in it. I'm trying to get a long block built so we can make like 1,300 wheel horsepower. So when we go to the track, we should be able to get like low 8s, maybe into the 7s. Like I'm aiming for a 499 in the 8th. That's like kind of my goal. Will there be a 69mm? Yes, eventually. I think, actually, maybe not. I think I can't remember what size. It might be 69mm, 65mm, and 63. Nick's been working on all those designs. Give me and my boyfriend a shout out before we go and get toasted. Amy B. I encourage you going to get toasted. What up to the best YouTuber? What up, son? Uh, Going with the Summit rotating assembly, I honestly don't know what's in it. We have a really good engine builder, and I said, this is the kind of power I want to make. I want to be able to abuse this engine. My guidelines are just like a stock block, stock crank deal. And he's like, okay, I can do that. And I didn't ask for any other specifications. I'm like, you know what you're doing. I'm going to put that in your hands. The same way if I was trying to wire something up, but this wiring guy was like, hey, I can do that for you. I'm like, okay, you know how to do this. I'm going to let you do that. So that was kind of the mindset there. And then, yeah, it's going to get the new 88 millimeter on it. And, like, things are moving fast. And I'm so grateful for you guys watching my channel and everybody who bought wastegates. I believe we sold 80 of them and we have like 10 left before the next shipment comes in. So yeah, there's only 10 45 millimeter wastegates left. We're getting 60 millimeters in soon, along with a restock of 45 millimeters, and we're getting a couple blow off valves. Very limited supply on blow off valves. But yeah, to keep this much stock on the shelf between turbos, blow off valves, wastegates, it gets expensive, and we're just trying to do what we can with what we have. And I appreciate you guys so much for helping out. Big Daddy Jay says he's building a 5.3. You just doing a stock bottom end deal? What are you doing the month of freedom? I seen that Cletus is doing the month of freedom. Honestly, if I didn't work a full-time job, I would literally go out of my way to just match that, and I would make a video a day. Like, right now, I haven't worked in 18 days because the whole, like, Rona and my shift work stuff, just close contact stuff. But I've been able to stay ahead. I'm actually 2 videos ahead on my release a video every 3 day schedule. So I released the last video. Tomorrow's another video. It's already filmed, and I've already filmed the next video after that. That's how far ahead I am, and I'm never this far ahead. I'm usually like behind far. You made our night. Thanks, Kyle. You rock, and I'll take shots just for you and get that V tonight. I wish I could get that V. V's actually out of town getting a tattoo. I'm building a 3.0 Vulcan from a Ford. That sounds weird. Hello from Denmark. Denmark. What time is it in Denmark? It's got to be late or early. One of the two. Run meth, please. Meth. It's called meth. You got to spell meth with 2 F's. It's MEFF. I don't want to run methanol because I still want to run streetcar. And I'm going to be doing Miles of Mayhem coming up here shortly. Hopefully. It's in like July, early July. I've signed up for it with the Mustang. Why not run 6-liter? The problem with the 6-liter is the bore is bigger. So I believe it's a 4-inch bore compared to a 3.78 with a 5.3. And with the bigger bore, you actually have more surface area. And more surface area means more pressure on the heads. And people are having issues keeping the heads down above like 25 pounds of boost on 6 liters. Any progress on a 4.2 project? Oh, you're talking about like the inline 6? I haven't been able to find one, and I don't want to go trying to dig for one. Slap that V. What's shaking? Any ideas when the Canadian-US border is going to open so you can come down to do some events? It hasn't shown any signs of getting better, or if that makes sense. It's actually got worse. The lockdowns are like more crazy. It's weird. I don't want to talk about it. It's stressful. You know, I don't have an opinion on it because I don't want to voice my opinion on the internet and do something that YouTube doesn't like. Stop messing around. It's meffing with 2 F's. Any other Mustang experiments? I'm gonna save the experiments for the winter time. I think when we're bored and we can't really do anything because wintertime. I think I'm gonna save the experiments for wintertime, and then the springtime we're gonna go race cars. Putting in work, son. What's up, Jesse? 5.3 going in an 81 notch. You need to get going on your girls. Actually, today I ripped out the rear end, the stock exhaust, the drive shaft, and I'm getting ready to put the new 8.8 in the rear. Will you be doing wastegate turbo blow-off valve packages, and would you recommend for a 2-liter diesel that I want to make crazy? We will be, but it's going to be mainly like LS stuff. That's kind of where our focus has been because that's where our so-called expertise is with these like bigger displacement engines. Where's the baby Leroy? I put it in the other garage for now. That was gonna be what I was gonna do. I didn't expect the 8 turbo thing to take off like it did. So I was gonna build that and leave that 8 turbo car just sit in the other garage for a bit, and then we ended up doing more with the 8 turbo stuff, and I didn't focus on the little Leroy thing, so the chassis is actually at the other garage. And then once we get like tapering down on the projects and we need new projects to come in, that's when it's going to come back in. I'm from Saskatchewan. I got a Fox body with a 6.2 turbo. 6.2 is actually like a weird one. Mass Project says, we are building a 383 small block Chevy transmission and rear end also. This will all be on our channel. Okay, they building a 383 stroker. I think it's a stroker anyways. I don't believe those came. Yeah, they didn't come in 383, I don't think. What are the chances of you building a Burnout rig for Burnout Rivals? That would be cool to meet you at Cletus and Cars. Look, I want to go to a Cletus and Cars like a lot. Getting to the States right now it's a big issue. That's because the US is a dumpster fire. No, I wish I could live in the States, to be honest. It's where content creators really need to be. What's up, Kyle from Calgary? Another Alberta homie. What do you do for work? I drive the world's biggest dump trucks. They're like, I don't know, 30 feet tall probably. They're 400-ton trucks. You should get an experiment car for during the winter with 8 turbos. Yeah, the problem is I don't have room for anything. I have essentially 2 garages, because mine and Virginia's. We can store stuff in both those garages, except in the wintertime we need room for the Hellcat and the Beetle, which leaves 1 extra spot in the other garage, 2 spots in this garage, and then that's it. That's all we have for space. We don't have driveways. We don't have anywhere else to put stuff. So that's the biggest problem, which it's this town really that's screwing us up, and we can't really leave because Virginia and I have kids. They're not my kids like biologically, but their dad lives here, so we can't really move away from their dads. Turbo headers at BSI. We have like log manifolds and stuff, but we're thinking about making cast manifolds, like cast twin turbo manifolds to go to the front, but nothing tubular. Truly yours with the $25. Just because you're dope, my man. First dono. First dono. Oh, that's what I meant to say. I thought it said dono. But thanks, man. I appreciate it. Anything that gets donated to the channel goes back into the channel 100%. Like, I'm pretty sure this engine that I'm building is going to be between $6,000 and $8,000. And yeah, like I said, between my Patreons, we've got like $1,400 US, which is almost $2,000 Canadian, which is like anywhere between a quarter and a third of the cost, which I appreciate it so much. And those guys don't have to give me anything, but they just love helping to support the channel. So I appreciate you guys. You guys know it. And I wish I could like to pull up my Patreon list right now and show you all the homies. You know what? Anybody who's been on my Patreon for like, I don't know, I'm going to say 12 months, so it'll be next January. For the guys who just joined in January, I'm going to put you guys up on the wall. You know where it says Fuckboy Gang on the wall, and then there was names there? Those are the original Patreon ones, and I said I would never put any more names on the walls because those were the original homies that supported me like way back in the day. But I think I'm going to re-add Patreons after a year to that one. If you go full-time YouTube, now that V is full-time streaming, any chance you move to the States? Cheaper to build a garage. Like I just said, we have kids here. So if I do move, it'll probably be southern Alberta. Best bang for buck. V is full-time doing her only pans and streaming at the same time, which, I mean, I feel like that is going to be what gets me out of my job faster, because she makes probably 2 times, like my YouTube revenue is here. She makes twice as much on OnlyPans, and we're a team, so we kind of like, we join up, and yeah. So she's got a certain number of subscribers, and I have a certain number Yeah. I don't know how to keep explaining it. I'm just saying she makes a lot more than I do with her OnlyFans than I do on YouTube. And it's like the easiest thing to help out me getting away from my job, if that makes sense. Eastside Diesel said he's from New Brunswick. You also have Baby Roy and motorcycles and stuff like that to deal with his... What? I don't understand what that was supposed to say. I work in Alberta, says Eastside Diesel. Nice, man. Hope the YouTube thing works out. The YouTube thing, I feel like I could go twice as hard at it if I was full-time. I don't know how you guys feel about vloggier style and not so much work, because for a long time it's like 3 days of work, condense it down as hard as I can, make the best 15 minutes I can, and then put it up. But do you guys feel like if I did like a vloggier style where I did maybe 1.5, maybe 1 day, maybe 2 days of work, condense it down not so much, make something like 20 minutes long, how do you guys feel about something like that? I feel like I could probably make more content that way. I just don't want to be stressed, like, because it takes me 30 hours to build a turbo kit. I don't like making a video on half a turbo kit. Matt with the $24.99. Been here since you were adding the names to the wall. Keep it up, man. Shit, yeah. Yeah, you were one of the... I've definitely seen you around, Matt, and yeah. You were definitely here when we started putting the first names on the wall. Where are you located? I'm located in northern Alberta. Do you got a vinyl plotting in-house? I do it on the side. I can hook you up with a fat stack of decals to help support you. You can sell them and pocket the money for projects. I appreciate it, man. We do have a vinyl cutter. Tokyo actually has one. We called it Harry Plotter. But I appreciate the offer. All my merch right now is online, but I've been working hard. I actually took someone else on board. We made our own company called The Boosted Lifestyle. We're 50-50 in it, and we're going to start trying to... We're building that merch brand as... We're trying to offer like the quality merch, cool merch, something that you can just buy and be proud of. But then on top of that, I think we're going to start trying to do stuff like kind of like 80/80, like the dream car giveaway, where we can build the car on the channel, you can buy merch to win that car, and we're trying to keep it here in Alberta so we can have merch on hand and stuff all like that, and build this other little nest egg on the side that's going to help also with the channel. So like if I build a new race car on the channel, I get to race it, dyno it, tune it, you guys get to be a part of that whole process. And then we do the dream car giveaway on that car, and you know what it does, what went into it, what parts are into it. If you need to fix it, it's there. All the videos are there. And I think that'll be cool. Whether it just be fancy exotic cars, or like we can take a Mustang like mine, build it, put a turbo on it, give you a nice cool like 900 horsepower street car. When are you putting Tokyo's car in the dyno to test the new bad boy turbos? I want to do that soon. We have to put a new fuel system in his car. When I took it out on the street the other day on 16 pounds, we actually noticed that 57 PSI is a base fuel pressure. At 16 pounds of boost, it was only going to 60 PSI when it should be 16 pounds on top of 57. So it was dropping off fuel pressure. We're going to do a dual 340 pump setup with a surge tank. I'm good for whatever content you put out. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. The occasional blog is fine, but honestly, I watch for the tech tips. See, criticism, I can use it. You are entertaining enough, I'd watch. Thank you. Keep the current thing going, to be honest. We see the effort in your work. The subs show it too. Vlog it. Your commentary between parts in content is great no matter what. I try and stay... As I'm filming it... Those cats are little shitheads, aren't they? As I'm filming stuff, I try to think in my head of... Was the last minute of footage... Why you... Hey! That was stupid. When I'm filming stuff, I try to think about, was the last minute of footage, was there anything interesting in there, and was it boring enough for you to click away? And I try and keep every minute like that, where I don't want it to be boring so you click away, but I also trying my best to keep you watching with the abilities that I have. Me being one guy by myself in the garage. How do you get started on building cars in general? This is a good one, because I actually started building cars when forums were around. So I was on the Ford Escort forums, mainly to see how to replace a clutch in a 1996 Ford Escort, which was my first car when I was 16 years old. So I ended up putting like an eBay Stage 3 clutch in it, and then I kept going on the forums because people were doing turbochargers on them. And by 18 years old, I turbocharged my 1996 Ford Escort 1.9 liter single overhead cam, and it was as fast as a stock base model Cobalt, which made 155 horsepower at the time. But my Cobalt, or my Escort, in my defense, only made 81 horsepower stock. So that's how I got into cars, and then it just kind of snowballs from there, really, because once you have the taste for boost, it's hard to like not go back to it. I think someone asked something about my old Supra. I sold it long ago to AFR AutoWorks, and then AFR AutoWorks actually recently resold it to a importing company. I also like the content. I also like these live interactions. Yeah, I seen Dan at DD Speed Shop doing a live video, and I was like, hey, why don't I just do a live video too? Before this donation goes away, thanks again, Truly Yours, for your donation, and thanks, Matt Dernhardt, for your donation also. Matt actually says, just don't end up like other vloggers. Keep the working content up, but more videos will help your income, and I'm down for that. Very, very true. I can open... Should I open it? Let's just see. So this is my YouTube page here. If I click on, let's just say our last video here.
You try to stay ahead of the mess.
Geez. I gotta go here. YouTube Studio. So that's the revenue there. But I'm just gonna go to one video, and hopefully YouTube doesn't get mad at me. But I just want to show you the CPM. So so this number right here is... Okay, one second. What is he doing? This number right here is the amount paid out per 1,000 views. Those cats are really being shitheads right now. Yeah, so this is the amount paid out per 1,000 views. So if... I'm just thinking volume-wise here. And I like thinking out loud to you guys, because really, who else is going to give me feedback like you guys are? And this is how much was made on all the views. I think... I don't know how many views this was. This was... 15,000 views, made $204. So let's just say if it takes me 3 days to get 15,000 views, but I can give you 2 videos that are still pretty good, and it's just going to be a bit more vloggy style and whatever, but 2 videos at 15,000 views, it'd be $400. You can just see like how it would help promote the channel and buy cooler and better stuff to keep building. Because essentially, right now, I probably put 150% of my YouTube income back into my YouTube channel, meaning all the revenue I get from YouTube goes back into the channel, plus 50% more out of my own pocket. And I'd like to get to a point where I can do this full time, but I have to find that fine line of like, I don't know. It's hard, guys. And these are just things that go around in my head, especially when I work all day in the haul trucks and I don't have my phone with me. So I work 12-hour days, and I kind of just drive around. I can't do anything. I can't promote my YouTube. I can't make Instagram posts. I can't make Facebook posts. I can't upload videos. It's you know, this is my head being scrambled. Geez. Okay, let me go back up here. Truly Yours says, what fuel pump is in Tokyo's car right now? And it was just a Walbro 450, just a single one. Plus meth. A lot of meth. Sorry. Your content is good. Obviously, you have created a new business and hired your girl. What? Next is you to quit full time and for you to put your all into this thing, which is definitely sure to take off. Sorry, that took me a while to read that. You asked about the clock in Denmark, and it's 3:47 in the morning. Or is that 3:47 in the afternoon? Your favorite car you've ever owned, fastest car you've ever owned. My favorite car I've ever owned so far has been my Hellcat. The Hellcat is by far the best daily driver in the world for my budget. It's got the combination of sexy supercharger whine. It's so comfortable like a couch. It'll still do 11 seconds at the quarter mile, which is tons for the street. It's got 2 big subwoofers in the back, and the sound system bumps. And it's got 4 seats for the kids. So it's been my best daily driver, and the fastest car I've ever owned was my Mustang on the single 88, and it went 8.6 at 160 miles an hour. I want to see some boost controller and hook them up to your two-step system. We won't name names. Street Speed 171. Jeez. Listen, I'll never get to a point where I won't work on my cars anymore. I'm not ever going to be as much as it would help to have an assistant. I love fabricating and I love building things and being like, I built that. So I'm never not going to build stuff. But if I could have a handyman with me to assist while I can, because I don't have anybody filming either. It's me. I'm the filmer, the editor, all this junk. If I could relieve some of that stress one day, that'd be nice. Furthermore, if I can move south, I can also film Black Sheep Industries, True North Turbos, like building turbos, building wastegates, all that stuff. And that would be cool too. I used to watch like 6-7 YouTubes, mans, and honestly, it's just you and 2 others. Love the content and entertainment. I said I would watch for the tech, but honestly, dude, I'd watch you for whatever. Thanks, man. That's a rotary guy. Oh, 20B3 rotor dream. I hope that dream comes true, man. You can do it. I would build a 3 rotor too. Dude, you're hilarious. Never a dull moment. Thanks. Man, you know what? I think I should live in Canada with you, man. My country got too much political problems. Too many wrong things happen in a small country. You're right, man. Freedom isn't so much free anymore, it seems. The whole thing is getting crazy. And yet you still find the time to give advice. Yeah, sometimes I'll reply to people on like Instagram and Facebook and stuff. I can't do it all the time, but if I have a couple extra minutes, I'm sitting on the couch diddling on my phone, I'll reply to some people. If you do vlog style videos on top of normal style videos, it should help you get more money and not take up too much more time. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. It'd be nice to like dedicate one video to one day of work. That's essentially what it's like. And any recommendations for an entry-level TIG? I would go Everlast just because that's what I have. It was super cheap and it's got lots of options and it's great. Matthew with the $20 donation. I'd like to eventually see you get your hands on a Roller 350Z or G35 and do a full drift build. You take on the money pit that Donut does. Oh. Okay, I like they're I know what you're talking about now. I don't know if I ever want to get into drifting. Drifting's just not, it was never my thing. I tried to go sideways once in my Supra and it spun around and like hit a curb with the front wheel and dented it a little bit. And then I was like, I'm not drifting anymore. I don't know. Maybe this summer I'll try and jump in other people's drift cars because I have an opportunity actually to get into a 350Z. An LS Swap 350Z just to drift around. And maybe I'll get into it and we'll go from there. If I really enjoy it, I'll try and build one. I just don't have a ton of space for it. I thought about building like a community drift car too, where I would do a drift car build, but everyone would contribute a little bit to it, and it would just be like everyone could take this car for a drive and drift it. Rob's Car Art. I can't wait to see the day you can buy your own boosted lifestyle shop. When that day comes, I promise I'll fly it and do a sweet mural for you. Thanks, man. Rob's Car Art is actually the guy who drew this for me. So this is hand drawn. And if you look up Rob's Car Art on Instagram and on Facebook, he does custom art like this. I think he's booked up pretty far, but he does do great work. Yo, new Mexican tier. Sending you support from Saskatchewan. P.S. I'm a friend of Colby's. Oh yeah, Colby's like my main man. If any of you guys in Alberta looking for a vehicle, go into any Legacy Dodge and tell them Boosted Lifestyle sent you, and they will hook you up for sure. Drag Racing G37 thoughts? I don't like anything with 6 cylinders in it anymore. Honestly, I think if you did more track days chasing times goals, you'd gather more subs. Like, people love seeing what Cletus or Boosted Boys are doing, but the anticipation is all for the races they do. You are 100% correct. Half the problem in Canada is the racetrack isn't even open for 6 months. Like, it just opened yesterday for street legals on the 1st. Or on the 31st, sorry. Or the 30th. I don't know my dates anymore. It just opened Friday for racing. And then it ends early October. And then on top of that, the racetrack is actually 5 hours from where I live, which really, really hurts my content. So I've been trying to rely on the Draggy a little bit more to get some numbers so we can actually do comparisons of, like Tokyo's car, for example. We did the Draggy with the old turbos, and now we can do a Draggy with the new turbos and see the comparison there. Yeah, that dream died when I realized I was going to spend $10K and no guarantee the NV would be even good. I'm smarter now and have a 2000 WS6. I actually like those body styles. I feel like Sarah Palin, but I can't see Canada from house. But I can see... What? Also, if I'm reading things wrong, it's because I'm not very smart. Do you do any transmission mods or axle locks for the power you put down? Yeah, so most of our cars are Turbo 400 transmissions. James Hatfield in Edmonton does them all for us because he is the man. And then everything's a Ford 88 with a spool in it and 35 spline axles. And that has been our proven setup for a long, long time. And I like to overbuild stuff. So 35 spline axles and a spool, you're not breaking it. The Turbo 400 transmission, good for 1,000 horsepower, you're not breaking it. And just very reliable street cars. My combos, my go-to combo, unfortunately, has always been LS, Turbo 400, Ford 88. That's the cheapest way to go fast. And because we're on such a budget, that's the only really way we've been doing it. I'd love to get into mod motor stuff like Coyotes. I'd also maybe like to do something with a Hemi in it, like a 6.1 Hemi or something. But like I said, for the budget we're on, it's all LS stuff, unfortunately. Once we start growing the channel, I'll probably start looking into other things, maybe 2J swapping something, maybe Coyote swapping something. But yeah, like in the long run, it just takes money to do this stuff. I need a 350Z shell with the CDO9. I got you, fam. Got one sitting in my driveway. Where are you located, Joey? The CDO9 is actually sought after because it's pretty strong, isn't it? Build an Eclipse GSX like Jason Drew. I like all-wheel drive cars too. I do. I'm making my Civic all-wheel drive because Civic all-wheel drive Civics are boss on the street. I have a good question. Who taught you to set up turbos? But can you please use some boost controllers and Holley Predator computer to get some real power, maybe even order a Texas Speed engine? Okay, I'm a little bit confused on this one. I do use the Holley computer to control boost. there's 2 Mac valves plumbed into my Holley ECU, and those control the CO2 onboard air. And then the Texas Speed thing, it got really popular because Cletus made it really popular, but there's tons of good engine builders, and I have my own personal engine builder building me an engine currently. Much love from Washington. Thank you for your inspiration. Average Joe's builds. Thanks, man. Even possible linking up with Steven at LOJ Conversions in New Jersey, I believe, and do a full track LS 350Z. The problem with trying to get sponsors, like, I don't know if it's just me or if I'm not good enough. Actually, you guys might not be proud of this one, but I did finally get my Raid Shadow Legend sponsorship opportunity, and I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it's essentially $20. So, you know, my RPM from over here, right here, it's essentially $20 per 1,000 views, up to $1,000 to do a 90-second ad in one of my videos. So I don't know if some of you guys are going to unsubscribe for that, but like, it's extra money towards this engine build that's going to cost a lot out of pocket. 98% of your viewers are in the same boat. Stick with the LS stuff. Yeah, it's just so cheap to go LS. Like, you can get a Junkyard 5.3 or even a 4.8 or even 6 liter for $600. You throw some springs in it, a cam, and gap the rings, and you can make 800 horsepower all day for $1,500. Plus your Terminator X is another whatever, and then a turbo and a kit. It ends up being like $6,000. It's not crazy song, but it is a 6-speed all the way down in Atlanta. Jeez Louise. Also, who is Louise? I say geez Louise a lot, but Louise must have really pissed someone off if someone's always like, geez Louise. Well, I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball. Work calls. Can't wait for the next vid. By the way, Oklahoma here. Yeah, the next video is going to be tomorrow morning. Joey being a tease. Yeah, I know. We are here for a 90-second ad to see more builds. Do the ad. I don't care. The money will help the channel. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. That's the support I need right now, because I was so skeptical on taking it. I was like, this is not anything car related. And, oh, them boys be fighting. Everyone's out. I can close the door. Get out of here. I'm gonna be a cat too. I'm a kitty cat. Just kidding. I'm not a cat. Burped. I won't unsub because of that. I love your content. I like the way you have an idea and run with it. No one would have been crazy enough to try a turbo V8. Exactly. And I have the ability to fabricate things, so why wouldn't I do it? Why wouldn't I do it? I'm gonna like, the 8 turbo thing isn't forgotten. I'm going to come back to it again in the winter time, but I want to do quad compounds. I want to get someone on board to help me get some cheap turbos, because I mean, getting True North Turbos to sponsor me doesn't make sense because it's my own company, which means I got to pay for it anyways. Yeah, I want to do quad compounds. I want to do like 4 smaller turbos into 4 bigger turbos. And, yeah. Does V make you wear that mask on her OnlyPants? Nope, she does not. I haven't been on it yet. I said once she hits 5,000 subscribers on OnlyPants, I would go on it. And that might be, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to regret that or not. However, she's not even close to 5,000 yet. She's at like 700, I do believe, right now. But, I mean, I have 135,000 subscribers. It would take like one rally from the people to be like, joke's on you, Kyle. DD Speed Chop Live just ended, so now I's here. I was actually on Dan's live video earlier, and I was like, Dan's doing a live video. Why don't I do a live video? Take the sponsorship. Matt says, take the sponsorship, man. If you can make that 90 seconds entertaining, it won't matter. We all know it'll help. I have the ad here if you guys want to see it. You guys can make fun of me for doing it. You know what? I'll just show you like the first little bit of it because I don't want to ruin it either. Do. Link the info of OnlyPans, and the joke is definitely on you. She is Alien Trash Kitty on all medias, if anybody is wondering. Honestly, she doesn't do a lot of like full like things. But you can see a decent amount. And yeah, she just has so much fun with it. She's like, I have no stress. I don't have to go to work anymore. I can do this on the side, and I can still stream full time, and like I have fun. I interact with people, and she just loves it. So why not? This day and age, 2021, why not? I'm still looking for this video. Here it is. But unfortunately, it's a... Okay, can you hear the desktop audio? Sad day in the... Oh yeah, you can. Okay. I'm just gonna start right here. You can watch how weird I am. Legends is a free-to-play RPG available on PC, mobile, and is cross-platform as well. Explore endless champion combinations and master countless tactics as you take on raid bosses, dungeon runs, campaign battles, and PvP arena battles. Make sure you use my... So yeah, that's essentially like what it is. It's just gonna be like that. That's essentially what it's gonna be. Kyle gonna be doing a cameo. Hope your booty survives, sir. Oh my god. 4 KO3s and a 4 KO4s. That's probably what is gonna happen. Something like that. Let's make Kyle do an OnlyPans with V. Hey Julian, when you doing another JZ build? I have a 2JZ block still in the garage. It doesn't have a head on it, but I have a short block 2JZ in the garage still. Man, I watch every video and I won't miss one, especially if it helps the views. Thanks, Curtis. I appreciate that. Like, seriously, like a fart attack. Don't mind sponsored content. Thanks, Travis. Murder Nova Shaw did a live feed today as well. He had 3,300 sales for his raffle away. I didn't see what he was raffling away, but man, can you imagine? But, like, good on him. He, with the Street Outlaws things, definitely made those guys really popular. And good on them. Because they're, like, I totally enjoy watching the 781 Customs, I believe it is, with Murder Nova. I really enjoy watching, just like seeing what those guys are doing. 5x5 over. Are the turbos you use for the 8 turbo Mustang stock VW turbos? They were like eBay special VW turbos. I started playing Raid before all the ads. I can't get any of the benefits. I know. It's funny because I downloaded the game and started playing it, and then I realized if I would have just clicked one of these other people's links, I would have got like benefits from it because they didn't give me anything to start the game to do this ad. They're like, we want 20 seconds of gameplay, and I'm like, all my dudes are like level 3, bro. It's gonna look so bad. So I spent like 3 hours leveling my dudes. I hope you know what the fuck you're talking about when it comes to RPG MMO games. Punk Bomb, I played RuneScape since 2001. I quit a couple years back, but I started playing RuneScape in classic RuneScape, and then RuneScape old school. And then when I went to RS3, I still played old school because RS3 is dumb. But I play a lot of RuneScape. If people unsub from the app, then they're not true fans. Thanks, man. Respect. I'm just trying to make some extra cheddar out here. I spent 5 years building this thing, and it's only like this year that I'm starting to make any decent amount of money from it. So, Murder Nova guy is a big baby. Oh, sad. Freedom 500 helmet raffle. He sold 3,300 raffle tickets? Dang. Get YouTube Premium, you peasants. I don't have YouTube Premium. I don't mind like watching the ads to help somebody out. 187 customs. Yeah, there you go. I messed that up. Sorry. If you was in the US, I have a 454 big block with a turbo 400 in my RV. Dude, like a twin turbo RV would be so funny. Gonna be like that Bella chick and do an OnlyPans video and be a disappointment. It's true. Listen, I don't have anything special to offer to this OnlyPans thing. I got like a belly right now. If she starts getting near 5,000, I'm going for like a 30 million mile run and come back and be like 180 pounds. Oh, 187 is a cop code for murder. That makes sense. I didn't even... That's probably why it didn't... over my head. Sometimes things just go over my head. I did an LS swap because of you. Took it for its first full rip today. Got pulled over because my car's too loud. Yeah, that's unterrible for you. WoW player since day one. Did you play Quake? No, I didn't. Make that money so you can quit your day job. You do you, boo. We play a lot of Fortnite now, though. Like, Virginia streams on Twitch, and every opportunity that I can to play it, I'm playing Fortnite. Archie, all talkative today. Yeah, you little jerk face. What car are you going to put the 2JZ into? I have no idea. Premium pays you per watch also. Really? I did not know that. Escaping BC for Lethbridge this month. Looking forward to doing the 2022 Miles of Mayhem. I'm actually doing the 2021 Miles of Mayhem. I'm so excited for it. Sold 3,300 shirts, hats, etc. to enter his giveaway. Dang, man. That'd be so sick. Down built his twin bago. So all those dudes are going Pro Charger instead of twin turbo now. Ryan Martin, both his cars, Daddy Dave, Axeman, JJ. Yeah. Pro Chargers are a lot better for what they're doing. Turbo cars come around hard on the back end, but I feel like because they're like no prep racers, with a turbo car, if you get on and off the throttle, you have that boost threshold where if you pedal the car, you get off the throttle and then back on the throttle, the turbos have to spool again. Whereas with a crank-driven supercharger car, like a Pro Charger, if you whack the throttle, it's on and off and the power's instant again. My main man, Kurt, if you guys know from Milron, Kurt from Milron, his car is actually crank-driven Vortex supercharged as well. And I can't wait to film that thing again this year. Just like being part of that team is so cool because he's got like a 440 cubic inch aluminum rod, LS motor, X275 legal. And it's just like, those guys are going fast. He's doing 160 in the 8th. And that's what I'm doing in the quarter mile. So it's just so cool to be part of that stuff. Will you sign merch for me if I bought some stuff? Right now, the merchandise is all drop shipped from suppliers in the United States. So I physically don't touch it, which is hard. Eventually, I have to get to a point where I'm carrying around merch, I think, and that's what we're trying to work on is getting the new merch company started. So the website's being built now. The new merch is getting ready for testing and printing and trying to get everything together so we can start doing like these giveaways and stuff. Is that a PewDiePie chair? Nope. It's a GTR Racing or GT Racing chair. It's from Amazon. I buy everything from Amazon. What's up from Virginia? Come now, Virginia. Don't make me wait. You Catholic girls start much too late. Pro Chargers are a lot more predictable. Yeah. I'm still a diehard turbo guy, but I think... So, those Pro Chargers are actually harder on motors than turbos would be because turbos... In order to make 3,000 horsepower with turbos, your engine only has to make 3,000 horsepower. In order to make 3,000 horsepower with a Pro Charger, your engine has to make like 3,500 horsepower because it's going to take 500 horsepower to drive that supercharger. So, with me being a stock motor kind of guy, I get more bang for my buck on a stock motor with a turbocharger than I would with a supercharger because you don't have to take that extra horsepower and drive the blower. Oh, there's Only Pants herself, Alien Trash Kitty in the chat. What's Kent up to these days? Missed OG days. Kent be, I don't think he's much into cars anymore. He's got his GT500, but I think he gave up on the whole car dream. Come down to TX2K 2022. I was actually at TX2K 20 last year, and I would have went again this year, but because of the whole lockdown things and we can't get across the border, I can't get to Texas anymore. There's ATK. Only Pants Star has arrived. Yeah. Don't forget to like the video. Yeah, parasitic losses. Yeah, what he said. Russ, thanks, man. Look at that. The gold helmets on everybody. That means they were subscribed to the channel for like 6 months or more. How long would a nylon plastic compressor wheel last with no blow-off valve? 2 seconds? Maybe? 3 pounds of boost? Would love to see the Mustang with a straight drive transmission. Then you would have real power. Like a Liberty Box? I'm going to get her 1 mil subs from Mr. Beast. Let's get to 5K fans. No. If she gets to 5K fans, I'm quitting my job like tomorrow. Just to do OnlyPants. Did you watch the Rob Dom versus Hoonigan race? I did. Those 2 cars are pretty insane. Border, I don't even know her. Seeing you come a long way in the last couple years, bro. Proud of you. Keep it up, my Canadian friend. I've learned a lot from the building. Thanks, Moose Stang. It's spelled like moose, not like Mustang. It's Moose Stang, LS. I try to be as informative as I can, and if you watch my channel when I was building the new Edge, the blue one, and you've seen how far I come with welding that hot side up compared to the hot side that I've welded up now, it's a big difference in my fabricating. Instead of being subscribed for 6 months, I see it as you were allowed on my TV for 6 months. Thanks, man. Hope to see you at Miles of Mayhem. I'll be there. V will be there too, actually. What's happening? Turbo John in the house. I'm gonna give you a thing so people will know it's you. If nobody watches Turbo John, I love that channel. How come I can't? Oh, I can't do it on this. I have to do it on the actual app. Turbo John. He's got like this like rustic looking Fox body with a 102mm turbo on it that parties hard. But I love watching his channel because those guys are racing like every day. Like every time you go to Turbo John's channel, he's like, at the racetrack today. And I'm like, it's Tuesday. You at the racetrack on a Tuesday? But yeah, he goes super fast. I enjoy the shit out of his videos. If you like my videos, you're going to like his videos too because all he does is race and build shit. But Turbo John says, what's happening? ProCharger vibrated everything loose on Randy's car. Starter bolts, flex plate bolts, converter bolts, grounds. Yeah, those things be rattly too. They make the coolest noises though, especially if you have one of the blow-off. Especially if you have one of the blow-off valves that's like pointed at the ground and it's always in like the open mode, so the ProCharger's just like bypassing it. Sounds like a street sweeper. Can't wait to see Little Roy beside. Yeah. Did you ever find a hard drive with the snippets? They're on a hard drive somewhere. I didn't look for them. I might start creating some new snippets to add into the channel. Damn, I remember the early days of the Supra, back when it was a true street car. Yeah, back when it was like 62, 66. Is your gym still shut down? Yeah, dude. They shut down everything even more. It was open for a little tiny bit, and then they shut it down again. I've been watching for almost 2 years. Started watching when you had the Supra. Dang. Where's my helmet? What helmet? Rustic. Going up on a Tuesday. I need some like... Mic sounds so good. That's the Alien Trash Kitty donated me this mic because she bought a nice like $400 mic for her streaming. My Challenger Pro was pro charged. It was fun. DD Speed Chop, Dan, you're in here. Dan, I donated $17 to Dan earlier, and I was like, you got $17 to spend on supper to be middle class fancy. What are you buying? What are you buying? What are you buying with $17 to be middle class fancy supper? Me with $17. Where am I going to eat for $17? Middle class fancy. I don't like. I could get me a lot of Taco Bell for $17. That's a middle class fancy, isn't it? It's probably middle class fancy now. You can't get skipped at dishes because shipping costs so much. McDonald's is a good go-to as well. Do you own your own blow-off valve and turbo company by chance? Stan says. We had Red Lobster. You can't buy Red Lobster for $17, can you? Build a turbo rat bike next. We still have to tune Tokyo's bike. Ever going to ride the bike you put the turbo on for the channel? I ain't riding any bikes. That's Tokyo's bike. Listen. I have a scooter. I have a 50cc scooter. That's what I ride. And you know why I ride it? Because I don't need a license to ride it. I can ride my 50cc scooter on the streets. Does ATK save any money or just blow it? ATK do be saving money. She's smarter than me with monies. I'm like, car parts. And she's all like, she's actually really good at investing too. Like in stocks and stuff. She's like, oh yeah, I bought a bunch of stocks the other day. And then she's like, yeah, I'm up like $4,000. I'm like, oh, cool. Cool, you smart. You smart. You smart lady. I've ripped a ProCharge G35. I'm a fan. Listen, I'm not against ProChargers. I'm just saying. Me being a stock motor guy, I can't use them. How's that mic smell? What about the inside of the stock? Honestly, it probably smells like my boogers because I've been sneezing on it a lot. Burger King family bundle. You know what's crazy? Burger King comes out with like, you can buy chicken nuggets and they're $2 for 10 of them. And I went and I was like, can I have 40 chicken nuggets? And they're like $8. Can't wait to see John Dock's new car with that sweet Proline 481X. Yeah, John Dock be killing it too. I think he does really well on his merch line and stuff. He promotes it a lot more than I do. See, that's the problem. I have a hard time promoting my merch when it's this drop shipping style stuff because I've had so much issues with it. But maybe I just need to suck it up. But I'd like to be able to do what he does where he does like car giveaways with his merch. That'd be cool. Spending it all on tattoos. Yeah, V Alien Trash Kitty went and got tattoos today. She took the Hellcat too, so I couldn't even go for a quick drive today. Kyle, that should be your next project for science. A hybrid pro charger that becomes a turbo. Wait, what? How does that work? Like mid pull, you just pull the belt off and you start throwing boost at it? Daniel says, I mine Ethereum. It's booming right now. Passive income. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I have a 3060. I can't mine Ethereum because the drivers don't let you mine Ethereum. And that's how I got it because nobody wants to buy them because, yeah, RTX 3060. I actually traded my 1660 for it because the 1660 has more terahashes than the 3060 did. But I own some Ethereum. I have like 1.8 Ethereum right now. Smells like cologne. Leave it alone. With a roots blower style build with a blower sticking out. By the way, I love your channel. All the way from Sydney. I'm excited to help you swap out a TH400 in a parking lot in the rain at night in between racetracks in July. I'm not bringing a spare transmission with me, Dan. So there will be no swappings of transmissions. But you can help me work on my car at Miles of Mayhem. Because Dan's going to be there. Dan, DD Speed Shop, Boosted Lifestyle, together at Miles of Mayhem. 2 guys, 2 birds, 2 holes. What do? He posts every day. John Dock does post every day. And that's his job. Wouldn't it be cool if that was my job? I'd like to meet up with like John Dock and Turbo John. I want to go there. But you need those boost controllers because your cars aren't building boosts the way they should. I can hear it when you're driving them. I use them and can hear when you... What are you talking about, OG? Are you talking about the 8 turbo car? Because if you're talking about the 8 turbo car, it didn't have boost controllers because it didn't have wastegates. It just built as much boost as it could build. Any Hellcat mods coming? Nope. It's the perfect daily. No Hellcat mods. Except maybe one day, maybe we'll get like a tune, new injectors, and a smaller pulley and pump gas. And that's it. Get a dummy HDMI plug for the 3060 and it works with a certain driver. Easy workaround. Meh. I'm not like... The effort for me to try and mine with my one 3060 isn't really the ideal. Like the Pro Charger declutches at X RPM and the exhaust into the turbine. I don't think that works. You know what Garrett's coming out with? They're coming out with electric assisted turbos though. Did you ever get Steam? I think it meant Stream Rig up and going. No, I didn't. I have to install Windows on it. I booted it up and I never put Windows on it yet because I lost my USB stick that I had Windows on it and I was too lazy to build another USB stick with Windows on it. Make it your job. I'm trying. Like, listen. Everybody in here, go subscribe to V's OnlyPans and then I'll quit. I want to make boost, but I'm cheap bastard. I mine Ethereum. A lot of people be mining Ethereum. Like, I have a weird suspicion that cryptocurrency is probably going to be a big thing. It already is a big thing, I think. Keep at it, and you won't be able to read comments as you are. That'll be butthurt because you're not acknowledging me. Sad. Listen, one day, I don't know. Water be good. I don't know if it's just my voice. I don't know if I talk with my throat a lot or it's because I don't talk a lot in general, but my voice do be getting sore because I'm not used to talking. Considering my day job, I don't talk at all. Someone from Honolulu, Hawaii. 2J swap the Hellcat. I post every Wednesday and Saturday. Let's boost an MG. Even though I'm running Holly FI, I still use True Boost for the simplicity and on-the-fly modes. Oh, like the AEM True Boost gauge? That would work well if you have a Holly HP or a Terminator where you only have 4 inputs, 4 outputs because the dual boost solenoids take 2 outputs. Wait, what? ATK be joining in every time I say OnlyPans. Ethereum and bouncing the 3K hurdle. I actually watch it in Canadian. I have Canadian currency in Ethereum. I'm already subbed. Listen, I'm not going to be offended if you guys subscribe to V's OnlyPans. Oh my god, I had to poop and here we are. Remember when I used to do that in my videos? I know you pooping because a lot of people do be watching my videos while pooping. 3060 would profit $5 to $8 a day. I mean, I don't want to burn out my video card either. I want to play video games on it. I had 12 1080 Ti's. I got it last crypto crash. The crazy thing is those 1080 Ti's right now are worth double probably what you paid for them when you bought them. You should use the quad turbo Civic setup with all-wheel drive on Little Roy. Would that work? You know, that would probably work, actually. Did you ever mention how you messed up your voice? Yeah, I was coughing at work. I had a lot of, like, nasal congestion, and I was trying to get the mucus, like, out of my throat, and I just kept coughing a lot, and then when I got home, I lost my voice. Seriously, hope you can come visit soon. John Dock is about 30 miles from me. We can race 45 days out of the week. Oh, my God, man. We had a cash days last night, and I got donkey gapped by Black Motorsports. Got home at 3:30 this morning, still about to die. Man, I want to live that life, Turbo John. How do I live that life, man? You guys doing it big. I really hope that John makes it in the like he just passed 25,000 subscribers. He posts like, if not every day, it's every second day. And I wish him all the luck in the world, and I wish there was some way that I could just like shove all of you into his channel, because when I'm on YouTube, there's a few channels that I like watching, but every time that he posts a video, I end up watching it, because it's like, if I could be doing that, that's what I would be doing. I would be racing every weekend like he is, or every day of the week like they do. Okay, I really don't know what OG Clause 308 you're talking about. He says, no, I'm talking about anytime you have built a turbo car, man. I can see it with my own eyes and hear it with my ears that the cars don't sound right and they're not holding boost. Your cars have constant boost losing. Okay. When I built my Mustang and I made 1,000 horsepower, I had dual boost solenoids on it using dome boost control, and there was no blow-off valve, so I was not losing boost. Tokyo's car, dual Mac valves as well, running the same like CO2 boost style setup, and it makes and holds 16 pounds really easy. Like I don't know what to tell you, man. It's definitely working the way they're supposed to be working. Speaking of video games, you play StarCraft? Nope, never did. I'm not a real-time strategy guy. I said, wait, what? Because of the 2 birds and 2 holes comment. Oh, yeah, I forgot I said that. Is that car thing from Amazon too? What car thing? July 1st is going to be big for OnlyPans. Yeah, I'm promoting it. That's what I'm doing. This is a live OnlyPans promotion. Have you been confused on what you need in your lifestyle? And Kyle's not very good at advertising, but I bet I know what you need, and I have it. It's this thing called Alien Trash Kitty, and if you search it up on Google, it's going to come up probably with her Twitch name, because Google probably isn't going to give you the OnlyPans. But the OnlyPans link is the one you're looking for, and it's going to make your day way better. That's my advertisement. Best advertiser in the world. That's why people don't pay me to advertise. Watching since you started to build the 8 turbo car in New Brunswick. Joey paired with the same $17 joke for some chicken fingers, the good kind, $17. It's supposed to be $8. $8, the good kind, $8. Trailer Park Boys. I got a 70 MG with a, that's a small engine. 1275cc engine with a something. Just need some air compressors to fit. What's a good turbo for a daily driven 5.3? I got it for you. It's a True North Turbos 79mm. It's our custom 79mm wheel. And you can get it in 79, 75, which I don't recommend because I hate the 75mm back wheel. Every 78, 75 turbo can suck it because they're too small. But I do recommend the 78, 82, which we also have in a T4 housing. Or if you want to be big baller, do the 79, 96 in a T6 housing. And that's going to get you done. I like when you say on the dome. I don't know what that means, but it sounds dirty. Okay. Want me to explain it to you? I'm going to explain it to you. In the wastegate, there's 2 halves of the wastegate. So like there's a cylinder in the top. It looks like this. And then our piston's in the middle. So on the bottom, if you put air on the bottom, it actually pushes the piston up. So you put turbo air in the bottom, and it pushes the piston up at a certain amount because there's a spring in the top that pushes. But on the dome, it's on top of the piston, and you can put air on top of the piston. Keep that bitch down so you build boost, and that's what's on top of the dome. Explanation explained. Nailed it. What's your favorite car? Audi R8. I'm going to have one day, just like Kyle from 1320. Mine might not be turboed, but I'm getting an Audi R8. I'll promise you that. Out of all, like, I'm going to have all these cool businesses and cool cars and race cars, but I'm always going to own an Audi R8. It's been my dream car for like forevers and a half. Great advertising. Where am I in the chat? Because I lost my spot. Where's the dino, buddy? What dino? The dino of what? I want a dino, Tokyo's car next. Kyle, did you see Cletus's Elko? I did. I commented on that video. Those are some big twin turbos. Someone say only pans? I did. I see that RTX box sitting back there. Cop it up, Paulie. Yeah, it is. It's an RTX. Oh no! I'm dropping shit. It's a 3060. That's what I use in my computer. RTX 3060. It's not a Ti, it's just a 3060. But I got it because, yeah. $17 will get you 85 nuggets at BK. Maths. He did the maths on that. Because he did $2 for 10, and then if you times it, and then there's a half, so you get 5. 7882, kind of big for a daily, isn't it? Not on a 5.3. Come on. Considering Tokyo's 5.3 has twin 6973s on it, and that thing will make boost at like 4,800 RPM. Anything to say about the T4 7675 Precision? Yep, it's too small for a V8. The 75mm back housing is just too small, guys. Sick explanations. Yeah, because Iron Man had one. Dude, Iron Man did drive an Audi R8, and Iron Man is like one of my favorite movies ever. Ask Gina. Gina, if you in the chat, Alien Trash Kitty, tell him how much I love Tony Stark, and I would bang him. I drive a bagged 03 GMC Sierra on 24s. I hope it's like single cab short box. That's like one of my builds I want to do after is a single cab short box slammed truck. Speaking of wastegates, I really like your guys' design with the O-ring piston. If I wasn't building a 370 cubic inch LS NA for my 66, I'd be running them. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it. Do a giveaway where if we buy X amount of merch parts from your shop, we can win 1 month free of AT. Oh my God. I didn't read that through before I started saying it. $10 super chat if you bust out a bar? Bro, I can't rap. I can't rap at all. I come in here and I'm throwing down. I can't even think about the sentences, let alone raps. When you put the single turbo back on, you need to set up a race with NASCAR. What? NASCAR ain't gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna race NASCAR. Oh, NASCAR as in, I know who you're talking about now. He drives the Fox body. Like nobody, you must be local because nobody that's not local would have known that. I'm on a 1060 3GB with hard mount. What? Fast and Furious logic. If you put 8 turbos on one of their cars, it would be going 1,000,000 miles an hour with 24 forward gears. I have a 5.3 with an S485 5-blade in a Camaro with a Profab 9-inch 4-link and a Holley E5. Just drove it today. Love it. I bet you that 5-blade makes the craziest war whistle noise you've ever heard in your life. So like the less blades in a turbo, it seems like you lose the mid-range when you take away blades, but you gain the upper range because you have more surface area because there's blades not taking up the area stuffing that compressor. What would you recommend for a daily stock H23? Honestly, with any stock motor, you could probably put 6 pounds of boost on it, so I would recommend you just like boost it. Get an eBay cast manifold. That's what I would do because those things are good for torque. Then you get a cheap T3 turbo, T4 turbo. You make your own downpipe, and it's pretty straightforward. Matthew with the $10 donation. What up, Matthew? I'll give it away to you anyways. Oh, that was for spitting my rhymes. Spit more rhymes than a lazy Susan, and I'm innocent until my guilt is proven. Peace. That was some J-Rock for you. Will you buy the R8? Sell me the Hellcat. Okay, Dan. Actually, Hellcats are going up in value. The only thing I have that like went up in value. I see Gina didn't chime in on the OnlyPants Iron Man comment. Boosting your content is superiority. Compared to what, though? Limitless, what's up? Hayabusa, Willies. Good luck prying the Hellcat from ATK. ATK will give up the Hellcat if we get an R8. Guaranteed. I'm in Ontario. Save money on car insurance by not paying. Got over 32K in savings so far. I thought you were going to say something with Geico. Oh my lord, look how long my hair got. Yeah, it does. Whines like a baby. Oh yeah. Why you ignore me? I straight support boosted lifestyle, my man. I don't mean to ignore anybody. I didn't ignore you. I said boosting your content is superiority. It just takes me a while to go through the comments, that's all. What's up? So glad I made it. What up, son? Spool, wave track, or S track? I heard you say spool, but it'd be for straight strip. I don't know. You know why I went spool? Because it was cheap. It was cheap, and I don't care about a little bit of wheel hopping around corners. Actually, Tokyo's car has a spool in it, and it's not bad to drive on the streets, like, at all. Does the Sang run on E85? Nope, it's race gas. It was 116. ATK went up in value. Tyson Stone with $10. Ah, what am I doing? I should just, like, go live from now on for the Turbo R8 fund. Hey, we got to get the R8 first before we turbo it. I could make my own turbo kit for an R8, couldn't I? Technically, yes. Wait, so you're telling me adding 8 turbos doesn't increase the value of that Mustang? I don't know. How many people would buy an 8 turbo Mustang? When I'm ready to boost, can I call Black Sheep on questions and answers on what I need to get for my wants and needs? Yeah, just message him on Instagram. He'll get back to you. It's Nick who has the Black Sheep Instagram handle. And Nick's good to talk to. Actually, if you call him, he'll probably chat to you for like 3 hours because Nick likes to talk for a really long time. Would you do any work with twin chargings for any of the builds? Yes. The problem with twin charging is buying the supercharger, because supercharger kits are extremely expensive. Because I know how to fabricate and build turbo kits, to buy a single turbo isn't expensive. To buy a pro charger kit is definitely expensive. Buy Dogecoin and let it go to the moon. Funny thing, I had some Dogecoin and then I sold it. Virginia actually had Dogecoin and she's still holding it, I think. But I moved everything into Ethereum. I have like 1.83 Ethereum. And yeah, I'm just trickling money into that, and I'm like, one day if that hits, then I'll be able to like just have a big lump sum of cash there. Turbo lag with turbos in the trunk. Slow enough for O2 sensor to adjust with no map? No. You have to tune it. You have to change the injector pulse width, or else you're going to run into issues. 8 turbo R8. But the R8 has a V10 in it. Well, the one I want has a V10 in it. The funny thing is, ooh, Cody Murphy, new member, what up? An Audi R8 V8 car, they're going for like $70,000 Canadian, and I bought my Hellcat for $61,000 Canadian, so technically I could have been in an R8 V8 already. Trade you an LS1 swap G35 for it. For the Mustang? No way. Since Leroy have an LS engine, Mini Leroy could have an LSJ. I actually had an LSJ before. I had a supercharged Cobalt SS. Daniel, $5 tip. If all your subs give you $1, your R8 is secure, my sir. Zip ties and bly supplies. Peg leg, get out of here. I'll fight your mom. Tell your mom I'm coming over. I'm gonna fight her. I'm not gonna fight you because you probably kick my ass, but your mother's getting it. Get a job, hippie. Get a leg, hillbilly. Oh, jeez. Any wine or anything with this. Any wine or anything with spool. Pretty much all I'm worried about. Same. I had my 01 short bed Silverado rear mount for a while. Tons of lag. Rear mount turbos work, but if you're relying on the turbo distance from the engine to supply the fuel, it's not going to work. You still need to be able to turbo it. The turbos can be in the back of the car. They work. You do lose a little bit of performance because expanding heat is what actually spins the turbo, and the most expansion comes from like the manifold itself. But yeah, you can do it, but you can't, like, you still have to tune the car. Fucking Peg up in this bitch. What a little shithead he is, coming here causing shit. Like, he didn't say anything, he just said, get a job, hippie. What a cunt. I'm gonna fight your mother. Something to think about on 8-turbo Mustang. Exhaust manifold pressure versus intake manifold pressure. Compression all add together and it's common intake. I think the biggest problem, and I think this overpowers the pressure of the single exhaust side, and 7 compressors are forcing one to spin backwards. As effect, the steam jumps around one turbo to another. Yeah, so I think that was our biggest issue. Is I feel like if we would have ran like a common pipe between all 4 turbos to equalize the pressure on the backside of the turbos, it would have worked a lot better. Like I said, I'm done with those turbos for now. The turbos are like, they're garbage. So what we're going to do next year is get 8 more turbos and try something different, I think. Doge is going to get hot next week. Just FYI from a subscriber. Doge should have been hot on like 420. I thought that was Doge Day. I bought Doge at 0.04. Dang, son. Oh, there's Nick. Nick right there. Nick in the chat. That's the True North Turbos BSI brain right there. Too much swearing in this video. How dare you? Shut up. All you hear in Pegleg's videos when he's trying to be like calm down and sensitive to the YouTubes is all like, well, this dang all beep 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 beep. That's all you hear. It's just beeps from you. Boosted Dad with $19.99. Ripping in and at what? Ripping in and ate a Rin. I don't get it. Am I saying it wrong? How do I say it? Spell it out for me. Make a face like it. How dare you? Good night. I'm out. See you, David. I had a supercharged Cobalt SS2. Mine had a bad hesitation trying to start off in between each gear. I couldn't figure out the issue, so I sold it. Where do you live, Scout? Was it an orange one? Was it an orange Cobalt SS? Doge is going to leave people in tears one day. Yep. See, the thing with us, like something like Dogecoin, is a lot of people are going to win. But in order for those people to win, somebody has to lose. So somebody's got to lose. It's like Jerry Springer meets Red Green Show. Dude, Jerry Springer was lit. I found out that Rude Jude was on Jerry Springer a lot. Rippin' and tearin'. Oh. Rippin' and a tearin'. Oh, now I feel like an idiot because I didn't get that. I tried to split that up into too many words. Yeah. I done messed that one up. Nick says he's waiting on supper, then back to the grind. Nick, everyone's being all like, sell me turbos. They're waiting on you for turbos now. Wow, I'm all caught up in the chat. This is a new thing for me. I have a 2009 Cobalt sedan SS with the LNF, but I'm fabbing up a 9-inch rear with a 4.2 inline 6. Okay, so you took the Cobalt and then you made it not a Cobalt anymore, basically. I used to actually love those Cobalt SSs because they were like, when they first came out, I was like 260 horsepower, and with a tune you could have 300 horsepower. I got to meet Cletus in Indianapolis today. Had a blast. Oh, shit, yeah. I met him once at World Cup Finals. What are you working on this weekend? I just took the rear end out of ATK's Fox body. And I'm really debating on putting the torque boxes in, the Weldon torque boxes, or if I just want to keep the stock torque boxes there. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Yeah, Peg's ungreased version, while still funny, made me sad. It's a shame that he has to censor his content in order to get ads, because funny is funny, and like, no, the people who watch his videos, those people buy stuff too, and they don't give a shit about his swearing and stuff. So I don't understand from an advertiser's point of view, I don't understand why swearing's a big issue. Like, he gets all these views anyways, and those people buy. It's not like those people who are watching his video don't buy stuff, so they can be advertised to as well. The 4.2 I supposed to be the American 2J. Yeah, it's an inline 6 4.2 liter. The problem is they went so big with it. The 4.2 is so long that the crank is so long, and the crank does this. And you can only rev those things like 6,000 RPM, which is weird because you can rev a 2J to like 10 grand. The Mick in the house. Weldon and new torque boxes. If not, she will twist a frame. The torque boxes aren't going to solid up the frame though. I have most of the rear suspension done on the Willys now. Slowly but surely getting it done. Cletus is a giraffe. That's just because he's tall, bro. I just got home from a big car show. What did I miss? I pulled my bird out. We also said ATK, Alien Trash Kitty, OnlyPans. We mentioned that probably once or twice. And how her OnlyPans, she's getting all the thirsty boys in there. And it's not even thirsty boys. Like, listen. I watch Zip Ties and Buy Supplies, and if he was like, my missus got an OnlyPans, I'm paying $10 to see her titties, okay? That's just what it is. And that's what you guys are doing. You guys are like, I know that boosted lifestyle guy, and I know his girlfriend be kind of cute, and I wouldn't mind paying $10 to see what them titties look like. And that's what happens. That's what happens. That's just how it works. Love that crank impression. That's how it works too. The crank do be doing this. It's like, most straight sixes have like really good internal balancing, and this one, nope, not so much. It's like, nope, it's too long. You missed the cat getting in the closet. Oh yeah, the cat got in the closet too. I don't trust people who don't swear. Listen, I try and keep it clean for my videos just so I don't have to bleep out so much stuff, so I can still get advertisers, but you know. Can ATK do more TikToks at your expense? Those are my favorite videos. Dude, ATK be killing it on TikTok too. She's like 111,000 on TikToks. When are you going to bend some more rods to send to Mick? Listen, the next rods I blow out of a motor, I'll give them away. Or pistons. Pistons or rods. I'll give them away. I'll give them out to random orders on the internet. I physically don't touch it because it's hard. That's what she said. Who said that? Did I say that? I might have said that. It sounds like something I would say. You guys want to see a cute cat? That's a fucking nice kitty. Look at him. That's a nice kitty. Have you done the video with Gina? Nope. I made this. She got to get 5,000 subscribers. I made that, and I might regret it eventually. If she gets 5,000 subscribers, I'm quitting my day job tomorrow. Look at him. That's a fucking nice kitty. This is how he likes to be held, by the way. He's a baby. Challenge accepted. Help Kyle send rods into orbit. That piston rod combo will change your life. Trust me. Yeah, we're like, I don't know who's new in here and who left earlier, but we're trying to get together a piston rod combo. Well, we are getting ready. Okay. I know you was a big baby. Yeah, for anybody who missed it, I do have my Patreon account, and I've kind of dedicated, like, not taking any money from the Patreon account and just kind of let it adding up over time. And huge shout out to my Patreon guys, because they're average guys like us, and they were like, hey, I don't mind giving you like $5 or $10 every month just to like help see your channel grow. So what I've been doing is I've been stockpiling that. I think we have like $1,400 US in there, and I've decided to take it, put it towards a built engine. It would have got us a short block, but I went ahead and I was like, hey, you should probably build me a long block to my engine builder. So we got a set of cheap China heads. They're 225s, and we're going to build ourselves a nice stock block, stock crank, 5.3 with a decent set of heads on them, a pretty big cam in it, and we'll have a long block good for like 1,500 horsepower. So that's the plan. Huge shout out to my Patreon guys. The link's down in the description. If you also want to join and help out the channel, you don't have to. I post like behind the scenes pictures on there, and I gave my Patreon guys the results from the dyno early, and sometimes I'll give them a video a day or two early. It's just for those guys who want to help out a little bit extra. And like I said, you don't need to do it. The main thing is just come watch the videos. Come watch the videos and enjoy them. If the biggest thing I ask is come return for the next video. That's all like I ask from people. Anything extra is just golden pony boy in my books. You mean we can get a piece of your rod in the mail? That's what she said, Tyson Stone. When my old 355 finally dies in my 994, I'll probably build me an LS turbo engine too. Like I said, LS turbo, cheapest way to go fast. Bro, what's the best turbo size for a single on a 5.3 with studs and ring gaps, valve springs and cam, 3,200 pounds, turbo 400 with brake and fat tires? Okay, you have to ask yourself, do I want to drive this on the street as like a street car, or do I want to race car this thing? And what is your power goal? Those three questions. Answer me those three questions, and then I'll tell you a turbo size. Damn, sorry I'm late. Just ordered a Get That V t-shirt. Can't wait for it to arrive. Thanks, Tim Taylor. Tim the Taylor man. Tim Taylor. What's the guy from Home Improvement again? Your name kind of sounds like it. LOL at Daniel. What did Daniel say? I'll take a souvenir. How much power is her Mustang going to make? Hers is going to make like 800 wheel, I think, on those twin 67s. My cat's like that too. My first time on the live, boys. Thanks for dropping in, Ricky. My cat loves being held like a baby too. The cat must have farted. What up from the States? Yeet. China parts, bro. Taking your chances. It's just the bare head that are China parts. I'll just show you them. So, Performance World. We're putting good stuff on the head. So, it's mainly the castings that we're taking, which should be okay. They are 225, but the website mislabeled them as 252s, which doesn't even make sense because you can't get a 252 Cathedral Port style head. Right here. So this is what we ordered, and I will show you how much I spent on them. Right here, this is like the LS1 style head. Comes with a 208 intake valve. And yeah, you can just see it's been ported up a little bit. Exhausts are nice. The deck is actually thicker, so it's better for holding, like clamping down. It also comes with the 6-bolt configuration, so in case we go 6-bolt block eventually. And yeah, we're just going to put good valve train in it. Some good springs. Yeah. Gay dudes own the ASMR girl? What? Whoa, man. 1,500 horsepower, serious business. Help out if you want to. You will not be disappointed. Does subscribing here or on Patreon more helpful to you? I think Patreon actually works out more. YouTube takes 60% of a subscription. I think Patreon takes like 20%. It's $20 a month, just pennies a day, and you can support your local crackhead that makes cool shit. You leave a lot of comments, I see. You know what happened? I recently got verified on YouTube, so I got the check mark beside my name. I think it places me higher in people's chats, like comments. So I do watch sometimes, like on days off, I'll watch like 4 YouTube videos in a day maybe. And I like to leave comments because I know comments help like you with the algorithm and stuff. So generally if I watch a video, I'll leave a comment on something that relates to the video. But I've noticed my comments are queuing like way higher in the comment section, and they're getting more likes, which like puts them like right at the top. So people be like, I see you commenting everywhere, but generally I'll watch like 2 videos a day. I'll leave like 2 comments, and it's just so happens that we watch the same videos. I got a bunch of girlfriends overseas that will give out to me for $300. What? Okay. Man, I totally forgot about Patreon. I've been subscribed on YouTube, just got on there for you. Extra $20 is worth it. Also, if you subscribe to my top tier on Patreon, make sure you send me your actual address, your mailing address. I do send out, if you see right here, this is a 4x6 printer. It's like photo grade, because Virginia used to have a business where she did photos and printed photos. So yeah, you leave your address on Patreon, and every couple months, I won't give you a frame, but I will send out signed photos. The first month we gave out this photo. It's signed by me and ATK. Yeah, that's for my top tier guys who donate the $20 a month. That's my way of being able to give back. I don't want to try and sell these or anything. This is just my way of giving back to somebody who's helping me. So yeah, this is a printer for it. I print them out, put them in envelopes, and you know. Thanks, Matt. I really appreciate it. Tim the Toolman Taylor. My old man was a fan of the show. So yeah, it is Tim Taylor. Chinese quality. That sounds fun. Yeah, it's like a Chinese brand, but you know, I'll take a shot at them. Love your channel. Thanks, Mike. How much was the dyno time at EP Automotive here in town? I think his going rate is going to be $200 to do 3 pulls on the dyno, just to see where you're at. And then if you have to do like any long-term tuning on it after that, I don't know what the rate is. We did like 3 pulls on the dyno, cost me $200. Any individual throttle body build? No, the issue with doing individual throttle bodies is if you have one turbo going into one throttle body, you've essentially isolated that cylinder. So if that turbo system there is 30% more efficient than another turbo cylinder, and you've tuned on the other cylinder, that one's going to be like 30% more lean than the other one. So unless you have 8 wide bands, it really doesn't make sense to do. I try to watch all your build vids. I learned a lot from it. Thanks, Ricky. Ricky. I love the name Ricky. Trailer Park Boys. If you guys like Trailer Park Boys is one of my favorite TV shows ever. I probably rewatched the series like 1.5 million times. Just like a rough ballpark estimate. I've been seeing you in other comments, but I think it's cool though. Thanks, man. I can get you GM Performance heads for $250 a side with dual valve spring setup. Are they 225 heads, though? My comments get highlighted a lot. Oh, yeah. The pictures are high quality. Yeah, it's like a really expensive printer, and I have a ton of these 4x6 like blank ones to go inside the printer. Pictures are tits. I have 2 so far. Get it on the wall. Actually, I'm going to put my 100,000 subscriber plaque on the wall, and then I'm going to start putting the pictures that I sent out on the wall too. Well, damn, now that Matt's stream is over, I'll watch my boy since I didn't know you were streaming, Christopher. I was actually in Matt's stream earlier as well. If you don't, Matt, it's Sloppy Mechanics. So Sloppy Mechanics do be doing like live streams, and I was watching him earlier too. I wouldn't mind getting on one of his podcasts. In LA. Been watching your videos for a while. Keep up the good work. How's the weather there in LA? I have a feeling like it's probably pretty awesome. Ricky, quit punching yourself in the bird. What did the Mustang run ET before you did the 8 turbos? It's going back to the drag setup. It did 8.6 at 160 miles an hour with the stock pistons and rods. And it's going back to the single turbo now with a True North turbos this time. A TNT turbo. A True North turbos turbo. And then a semi-built engine. I don't have money for a fast car, so I took out the cats in my V8 truck and put Flowmaster mufflers in it. You don't have to laugh about that, man. It all starts like with whatever you can afford. To be honest, it probably sounds cool now, and you probably enjoy driving it, which is like, why not? You're probably getting your truck and you enjoy the shit out of it, even though it's not boosted or anything. It probably sounds cool. I always look forward to your videos. Been watching before the Supra was done. Wow, learning a lot. Keep it up, man. That's actually a while. Getting learnt with Ricky. That's like the SwearNet stuff. I'm actually subscribed to SwearNet too. So you need to make a soapbox for your little boy. He actually loves being in the garage. Yeah. He's not too much into like the motors and electric stuff. Like loud stuff scares him. But he has like a little electric 24 volt quad that he likes driving. 8.6 in the quarter mile. Yep, it was in the quarter mile. I think it was like 550 something in the 8th mile at 128. Your Mustang is badass. Thanks, man. I'm trying to make it more badass for her. I've been pulling the stuff off it, like the 8 turbo stuff. And like I said, we're getting ready for this new engine. I'm going to try and make it a clean setup again, and I want it to be good. I got to redo some of the wiring in it that I hate doing, but I'll do it. Gonna boost the piss out of a Gen 3 6.0 and see how far I can send a rod. Yep. They don't like to get sent as much as they like to be bent. They bend so far that the piston touches the crank. You're the Daniel. Who's the Daniel? Who's this Daniel that everyone keeps talking about? There's 2 Daniels in here. Who's the imposter? Sus. Actually, there was Flowmasters on Virginia's Fox, believe it or not. I just cut them out today with a Sawzall. I've always wanted to build a 5.3 or 6.0 in an old G body. That's basically what we did with Tokyo's car, but it's twin turbos. And that thing moves out. It's pretty fast. It's faster than my Hellcat. Everyone starts somewhere. Just like Kyle started with a turbo kit on that Focus and made like 150 horsepower. It's all about getting out there and doing it. It is. And it's a snowball effect, and you're never going to be rich if you're into cars, but... Rob's car. Solid rear end or IRS in my Gen swap to prepare for True North turbos. Just keep the IRS in it, but if you can do like a Ford 8.8 IRS conversion, that's what I would do. Because it would take too much effort to put a solid rear end in it, I think. Damn, Daniel, nice shoes. Remember that meme? And that guy like friggin' got famous for a week? My little 994, best I've done in this so far, 6.3 in the 8th. That's not slow for the 8th, though. That's actually pretty quick. I think Tokyo's out on the street. We did 7.6 in the 8th at 100. And I don't remember. It was on the Draggy. I'm at the point now where I need chassis cert and an NHR license. Yeah, my chassis in my car hasn't been certed because the only time to get it certed was in Edmonton and I was working, so I don't know. I might only do track rental events, and I also don't have an NHRA license, and I've been 8.6. My wife blames you for my LS swap. Tell your wife I'll come cuddle her a little bit to make her... What? Cut off Flowmasters? You're killing me. They were old and small. They were like 2-inch exhaust. I have to put 2.5 on it. My wallet blames you for my LS swap. Man, am I doing some LS swap convincing here? I feel like Sloppy Mechanics is more responsible for LS swaps than I am. I started by boosting my 1992 Acura Integra with an old Dodge Daytona turbo when I was 18 back in 2000. I bet you had to use an FMU, didn't you? The old FMU days. It's like a fuel management unit. And all it did was restrict the flow in your fuel pump return line to add pressure to your fuel injectors, which would it was rising rate. So 1 pound of boost added 8 pounds to your fuel pressure. And 2 pounds of boost added 16 pounds to your fuel pressure. And you could use that up to I don't know, 7 pounds of boost. I don't have nitrous and only a 750 Holly. You know what's crazy? There's a 750 Holly on the motor that came out of Virginia's car that I still want to give to Dan at DD Speed Shop because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with that. That has an Edelbrock intake on it, Holly 750 carb, and some other goodies on it. But I don't know what any of that means. Good timing on the stream, brother. Just started wrenching in the garage. Follow your dreams, keep the content coming, and keep learning and growing. All the best from Calgary. Just get out in the garage. If you're watching this right now, you should be out in the garage. You should be out in the garage. The hardest part is starting. Dan, DD Speed Shop, you in here? How long do your live streams usually last? Am I going too long? Yes, sir. Vortex 12-to-1 FMU and a something SECU. He gave us the don't look at your cam bearings. You hooked us up with the rest. You were my LS swap inspiration. Man, I feel like I'm getting so much love right now. I'm getting all the love. My first was a 1995 Mustang GT. I put a junkyard Pro Charger on it. That's what my car is right now, a 1995 Mustang GT. Just gave a like. Thanks. Thank you, sir. Carbs run on gas. I'm currently editing. I should be editing right now, actually. No such thing as idiot the longer lasts forever. What? I'm trying to get my plasma table tuned. Not exactly car related, but I'm in the shop. You have a plasma table in your garage? Sick. That cat be snoring. He a chunky cat? So when he breathe, he do be making noises. Oh, everyone do be out in the garage. I'm still looking at these Performance World heads over here. Spending money I shouldn't be spending, but I want to build this engine so we can really test out our 88mm True North turbos. You know what, man? You know what would really help is if anytime you see someone needing a turbo, just be like, I know a guy who's making turbos, or anybody who needs a wastegate, just be like, I know a guy who's selling wastegates. You know what? That's going to help out the channel so much. My mom used to have a Dodge Omni GLH. Chunky just means loved anyways. Yeah, he a chunky boy. He love food. I had to go clean my garage after too. I need to do a dump run. The truck is full of garbage in the back right now because all the cardboard boxes from Amazon. I literally have a truck full of cardboard boxes from Amazon. So I got to go take that to the dump, and then I got to come back and get all the junk out of the garage and bring that to the dump too. Damn it, Kyle. I'm out in the garage trying to finish up my F-150 motor swap to help fund my turbo budget for my LS swap. Are you LS swapping an F-150, Christopher? Christopher, are you LS swapping an F-150? Dude, I got that wastegate and blow-off valve. Yeah, you did. Should I try and do like a live video with another YouTuber or something? Like Dan, DD Speed Shop. Should we try and hook this up where we can both talk on the same thing? Should we do that? Also, is my video the full screen? I think it is. I really hope it is. Yeah, it is. Oh my god. Look how much this is freaking out now that I just opened it. It's like trying to load all the comments at one time because I didn't click on it for a long time. Oh my lord. I plan on ordering TNT and BSI stuff once I do the turbo build, man. I love it so much. I love it so much. Wonder what a good turbo would be for my Kia Forte. Small turbo. I'm planning on dropping a mini supercharger on a 71 Super Beetle to see what happens. Oh, one of those like mini like 500cc superchargers. Send a turbo to one of the bigger YouTubers. So there's so many turbo companies out there that people don't know what to buy till it's shoved in their face. This is very true. And I have to get out there collaborating with other YouTubers, like give them some product. The only thing is we don't have a ton of product on the shelf. So if we do get like some big exposure, there's going to be like a big lull time for the average person getting wastegates and stuff. Hi, Kyle Jackson. Hey, Kyle. Kyle Crew. Via Kyle's. You need a lift in the garage. I do need a lift in the garage so bad. I was on the floor today, and it was like the worst experience of my life. Oh, you're still live. There's ATK. ATK, we need you to confirm that I would totally bang Iron Man Tony Stark. Needing your confirmation. I'm 38 now, and I've owned 65 cars since I was 14, back in 1997. Dang. Dang. Just trying to decide if I want to log off or if I'm content with the content. That sounds like some Inception stuff there. The duo video could be a track video. Boost Danny's 57 with Dan. I should just go to Dan's house with a turbo and be like, hey, I'm putting this on your car. He'd be like, how many pumps do I pump the carburetor for? Twin turbos in my 04 F-150, question mark. No, single turbo. I've done a couple of twin turbo setups now. Piping's ridiculous. I've been sending people your way. I say True North Turbo, Black Sheep Industries. I'm going to order a couple tests out for the fun on Camaro. Oh, yeah. And that's how you do it. G20 Chevrolet Van 5.7. What kind of turbo do I need? How much power are you trying to make? Oh, man. Glutton is here. Bro, loves the stuff you build. Virginia ain't too bad either. Dim eyes. Do you be following her on OnlyPants? Alien Trash Kitty on OnlyPants? You know what? Let's do a 24-hour stream. Virginia ain't coming home till tomorrow anyways. I'm staying on all night. All night. Gina, I asked. Oh my God, she didn't even reply in chat when I was like, "Hey, Gina, you need to confirm I would bang Tony Stark, Iron Man." Have you seen the Peak Auto thing with Emily Reeves interviewing YouTubers? I have seen that actually. I don't know how I get in contact with these people. I don't understand it. I'm getting burnt out on import work ever since Fast and Furious. It's all about imports, but I've owned domestics like 74 Camaro Z28 that made 600 wheel horsepower and ran 10s, but I'm so close to selling everything. Oh, that's sad. Your videos are dope. You going to Miles of Mayhem? You damn right. We registered 2 cars today, mine and ATK's. I'm pumped for your Fox body build. More of that is coming out really quickly because we have 2 months to build it now. We have a 2-month timeline. I'll do a turbo one day, and when I do, I'll just give you my Visa number and mailing address. Blind trust. You pick what I need. Bet, Dan. Or when I go full time, I can then spend a week down with you, and I can just come build it for you. Hey, Booster, I'm building an 847cc 3-banger. The whole car weighs 600 kgs. What kind of engine's 847? Like, you could probably get more out of a snowmobile engine. Kyle, I should make a YouTubes in my spare time. Nicholas, owner of Black Sheep, CEO, and True North Turbos. You, sir, have 0 time to do anything. You don't even have enough, like, if I'm stretching time far, I need 26 hours in a day to get everything I need done. Nick needs 30. Nick sleeps like 3 hours. Shut up, Nick. Go back to work. I'm just kidding. Relax if you need to. But I'm just saying, you don't have time to start a YouTube channel. That's my job. Bruh, it's never 2 pumps. Never. Oh, I was eating supper. What are you eating? Yes, Kyle would bang Tony Stark or Zac Efron. She's not wrong. Iron Man cosplay for OnlyPans at 5K subs. And then I could bang. We're making this happen. Your next body paint, Iron Man. By the way, it's 11:22 here. I'm getting old and tired. Oh, you 2 hours ahead of us. Comments on the video for who to interview next. Yeah, who should we get on with it? Like, I want to get Dan at ED Speech Up on because, like, he'd be one of the few I talk to on a regular basis. Vincent, he owes me a video. I'm still trying to get him to do it. I don't owe you shit. You didn't hit 5,000 yet, did you? Unless in the last like 2 hours that I've been doing this, you hit like 5,000, but I don't think you did. When you get DD's card number, go ahead and charge it for my setup and send you my address. Dan, everybody be putting their builds on your credit card. Dan, don't you have like a replica Shelby? I had a 1984 RX-7, but it had a 1.2 liter rotary with a carb. I'm not a fan of rotaries. Although they do sound really nice at idle. The whole like blah 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 blah. But you can like see it burning oil. Which side of Canada Land are you on, Kyle? I'm on wherever Alberta is. I always have to do this. I have to go never eat shredded wheats. So I'm on the West Coast. Actually, I should know that because I play NA West on Fortnite. Wait. So I'm the one dressing as Iron Man or you are? No, you are. You're doing a body paint of Iron Man so I can bang you, Tony Stark. Any objections? Didn't think so. Hit 1 in the chat if you want me to bang Alien as Tony Stark. Objections? 1? Everyone press 1 so we can do it. Maybe Kitty wants to peg Iron Man. She has feelings too, you know. Norby, can we buy from you in town? I live in Scab. Boosted merch. Nope. All the merch is actually drop shipped. I'm sorry, man. Look at all them ones. Look at all them ones. I'm bagging Iron. I'm gonna bag Iron Man. Dude, I'm so stoked. You be get next body paint's Iron Man. Driver Rotary, promise you change your mind. I'm banging Iron Man. Who voted 3? 3 wasn't even an option. There wasn't even any other option than 1. Can ATK do the crazy sideburns too? You got to do the whole look. You got to paint your face like Tony Stark. Or get a mask. Iron Man got a vagine. No. I'm just going to pretend you don't have a vagine. We're doing it butt stuff style. When are you going to work on that Daihatsu Hijet 4x4 mini truck? I actually gave that to Virginia's dad. Gina's dad has it now. He actually got it running. It needed a new carburetor and a new wiring harness. And they just use it as like, they have an acreage kind of, and they just use it out down there. I just had nowhere to store it. That's the problem. I had it for a project, and I needed room for my other projects, so something had to go, and that was it. Didn't you lose a wager with Gina on one of your videos? I don't think so. I don't ever lose. I've never seen someone so stoked to bang Iron Man. Tony doesn't know what's coming. What were the options again? There was only one option, and that was to bang Iron Man. My mom says hi. Hi, Virginia's mom. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I want to see what a Texas Speed I just want to see what a long block costs from Texas Speed. Is this a square port? You know, just because they're like the go-to people. Let's just see what they cost. Anybody? Any guesses on what one of these costs without looking at it? Still need you to send that RSX ECU harness and 6-speed transfer. I still have an RSX that I didn't do anything with. It's sitting at Paul's house. You got that miss that supports your dreams. Just keep going, mate. It'll come. It'll come, man. It's coming. Like I said, V doesn't know it, but because her income is here with OnlyPans and mine's down here with YouTube, and then hers keeps escalating like this, she's going to be the one to pull me out of my job to do YouTube full time so that I can be up here, and then we'll both be on here. It's just all about breaking through those ceilings, man. 10K, 11K, TSP, too damn much. Great stuff, but ouch. Buy from Thompson Motorsports instead. I got you, fam. What's Thompson Motorsports? Like, I don't know any of the, like, I'm already getting a block built. I'm just curious on what a like a 328 and 363 would be the stock bore and stroke, correct? I think. So this is essentially what I'm getting built right now, and this is $8,400 US. I'm not paying that much for mine. Nothing special there. That's a factory crank. That's not even a forged crank. Factory main caps. Yep. Yep. Aftermarket 220 heads. I'm getting 225s. Not even any rocker arms included. Dang. Dude, that'd be expensive. Yeah, these guys, I feel like they got a lot of pump from Cletus, which, I mean, good on them. But, yeah, that's pretty expensive. Texas Speed is backed up for months. Yeah, like I said, those some people don't realize how big YouTube is for like promoting things, especially at the top level where Cletus is. Like he's way up here. I'm like way down here. So whatever he says, he probably gets 10,000 sales. Whatever I say, I probably get like 10 sales. But one day, man, one day. And I'm just hoping, because I have my own turbo company and my own wastegate company and my own blowout valve company, like, just to be able to like take all what I say and get to put it back into me kind of deal, so I get to like promote myself in a roundabout way. I think that's going to be the coolest thing ever. Any chances of a video on what to do to set up a Holley EFI initial tuning? I imagine that's what's going to run on V's Fox. Yep. V's actually running my old Holley HP. I'm not an excellent tuner, but I could definitely start a video on what I would do with a map. Dude, Cletus probably plays close to nothing for a Texas P427. Must be nice to have 1 million subs. Oh, but you go on to say good for him, though. He earned it. Yeah, he did. It's like he spent the time building the social media platform. He put so much effort into it, and to get these little things trickle in where they give him something and he gives them exposure, it's probably like a really good payoff for both people. Is that sleeved, though? This one probably not sleeved. Nope. Nope. Not sleeved. A SB400 is $6,000 Canadian plus tax, only bare blocks. That's it, man. Cletus is living the YouTube dream. But Kyle, mate, you're well on your way. Thanks, man. I'm just trying to be legit. Too legit. I mean, too legit. We watched what movie? What Hot Rod the other day? Too legit to quit. When Dom races, all the kids pour in here wanting everything he's running. Exactly. It's exactly like that Fast and Furious quote. I'd really like to see you among the top YouTubers someday, bro. I have faith in you and Gina. The biggest thing that I've noticed right now is YouTubers collaborating with each other kind of get cross-platform promotion. So you see that Cletus is always looking for new people, like getting people from like No Prep Kings, like Street Outlaws and stuff on his thing to get those viewers into his channel. So it's kind of like the collaboration thing. If I could collaborate with PFI Speed or like Kyle or like 1320, I feel like I would get a little bit of that dark area of the internet that I'm not reaching right now and funnel some more people into my channel. But you know what? We doing it right now. We're doing it the best we can in Canada. We're doing all we can with our weather. You know, we're just doing the best we can with what we have. Where are your castings from? I've been asking for months now. For the turbos or for the blow-off valves and wastegates? I missed the Mach 1. The Mach 1 is actually coming out again this year. My friend John Coglietta had bought it. And, yeah. Also, Nick just says, next year, Kyle, we will have short and long box for the peeps. So the engine builder who's building my engine is very well known. And he is actually going to be starting to build engines for Black Sheep Industries. And we will offer short blocks and long blocks. Like the budget-built piston rod combo 5.3s. Regarding GrowthMate, study turning points in these other channels. I mean, I'm trying to. I'm just one dude, though. In my 5.7, 67, 65 boosted LS, it is exactly what I wanted. Keep what you're doing, and you'll get cleaner status. That's exactly what I'm saying. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing, man. As long as you guys come back to watch all my videos, that's all that matters. I was getting like between 15 and 20,000 views pre 8 turbo build. And now post 8 turbo build, I'm getting 15 to 20,000 views, which means all my regular OGs are still here, and the ones who just came for the A-Turbo build, they gone. Which means I'm still happy because my OGs still be here. Repping you guys. It's all about viral builds, man. 4-Turbo Civics will put you on the radar, then you disappeared until the 8-Turbo Mustang. I was like, yeah, this guy's class and sub. Yes, to an extent, it definitely is about the clickbait builds. The thing is, I like doing them, and I don't like doing them. I like doing them because they're fun, they're interesting, it's something new. I don't like doing them because I can't race them at the track. And I'd like going fast, like in my Mustang. So if I had a shop, ideally, and I could have like 6 cars where I could have 2 good race cars and then the other ones are just stupid, silly builds, that would be ideal. Any chance selling a billet T? What's a billet T? Also, what was the other? Thompson Motorsports, I think, was the other one. In Stock Motors. Any chance selling a billet T4 exhaust flange? Nick B in the chat, he might have one of those billet T4 exhaust flanges. If you message him on Black Sheep Industries on Instagram or on Facebook or any of those things and be like, Nick, hey man, I'm from Kyle's channel. I want one of those billet T4 exhaust flanges. He might sell you one. I do plan on putting all-wheel drive in the 4-Turbo Civic, though. Castings for the turbos. So the castings we get from overseas, the billet wheels, the billet wheels get custom CNC'd, and then all the assembly, the balancing, machining work, all that's done locally here in Edmonton. Nick says the guys over at Thompson are really good. I've talked with them a few times over the years, and they've been very helpful. I'm just trying to see what their prices are compared to like what a Texas Speed one was. ATK on the 4-wheeler helped. That was a 3-wheeler. A lot of people still build 4s. Check out Mustang Lifestyle. I think I've seen that channel before, actually. Turbo a subs car. Honestly, if there was one close to me, I would. Sorry, I thought a viral build would boost numbers before and after, not just during. Interesting, the numbers dropped again. Yeah. I can actually pull it up for you, too. Here in a minute. Aluminum performance stock long block with cathedral port heads. Is this? That's probably not a boosted motor. You know what? How about an iron short block? I really gotta pee now too because I drank that whole thing of water. Oh yeah, that's not bad for a short block, I guess. Honestly, I think this is around the number though. Anyways, yeah, look, I can just show you my analytics here real quick. So pre-turbo, pre-A-turbo build is somewhere around here. You can see 24, 23, 23, 25, 11. Wow, this one got 45,000 views. What the heck? 45 and 32. I didn't know that. Anyways, you can see they're all around like the 20,000 mark, and they've been uploaded for a while. Maybe back here like 17, 18, 18. And then we go up to the top and post quad turbo build 19. That's quad or A turbo, sorry. 15, 21, 15. So you can see that it drops off. It's not holding. I just don't have the ability to collaborate with the people that I need to collaborate to make the good content, I think. So we're doing the best we can with what we have. We're going to keep going at this thing. I feel like once I get into the 30, 40,000 view per video range is going to be when it's time to leave my regular job, because that's going to be it. Next clickbait build. Hellcat engine goes in Fox and Hellcat gets 2 JZ. We should do a Hellcat motor van. How about that? Actually, I'm going to put this can back up. Kyle, do you see any Grand Nationals up there? I'd love to see you tweak one of those. Way too expensive for my blood. Turbo my 96 Cutlass, please. Iron, strong but heavy. My built motor is actually going to be iron as well. The 45K video was because of the eBay turbo in the title. Probably, yep. Wish I knew how to edit videos like you do. I can't even get a cameraman. I'm the cameraman too. Got 93K on the one, brother. Yeah, we did. Yeah, it's hit and miss with some of them. Oh, Robert, $5. I'm really excited for the future. I know this isn't much, but I hope it helps. God bless and good luck, Kyle and Gina. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. And like I said, you guys don't need to donate or anything like that. Like I said, it's just extra. The whole Patreon thing, that's just extra too. I try to give a little bit extra to those Patreon subscribers because they go out of their way to give me a little bit extra. And I appreciate it. Like I said, we probably got a couple Patreons from this stream. If I just open the app. Yeah, we got one. Matt signed up. So I appreciate it, Matt. Make sure you send me your address so I can send you the photo. Gotta piss with the dick you got. Love your man's video. Love your vids, man. Keep it up. Sorry, my throat is like, it's super dry. I don't talk this often for a long time. Subscribe for the A-Turbo build, but I'm here to stay. Keep up the good work. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. LS swap a Beetle. I need that in my life. The only Beetle we have is Gina's. Like I said, we're short on space. So there's a couple contributing factors which I think would help the channel. One being if we didn't live where we did and didn't have 6 months of winter. But that just means we should probably do more winter builds. Like maybe snowmobiles, cars with tracks on it. I don't know. The next thing being space. I only have enough garage space for 5 vehicles. 3 in Virginia's garage, 2 in mine, and they've got to be tightly packed in Virginia's. So that's problem number 2. Number 3, the cost of living where I live is super, super expensive. My house is a $550,000 mortgage. Virginia's is a $450,000 mortgage. So we have $1 million in mortgages between us, just because of where we live. So if we can consolidate the 2 houses into one house that costs less, we'd probably be better off in the future. But, you know, not trying to get ahead of myself or anything like that. I'm just going to like focus on what I need to get done for the next couple of weeks, grow my YouTube channel, in turn, be able to help promote my own businesses, Black Sheep Industries, 200 Turbos. And from that, hopefully get me to where I need to be full-time doing YouTube videos, because that's where it's at. That's where I have all my fun. Is Mini Leroy getting turbo? It should be getting twin turbos, really. What logo did you decide on? The blue one? I think it was the red one with the turbo on the end of it. But I think we might choose a couple of the logos and just get a couple of them printed. Honestly, I still like my regular logo like this, too. Like this logo, I still like this one. Why is V's garage bigger? It's not bigger, square feet wise, but I'm not working in there, so I can pack the cars in there tightly. Whereas mine, I can only put 2 cars and work on them at the same time. I'm out, man. I left you a present in the Boosted Lifestyle public page on Facebook. But I really, really got to pee, guys. We've been doing this for 2.5 hours now. I think I'm going to go have a shower and relax tonight. Maybe do a little bit of editing. I'll be back in the garage tomorrow. Tomorrow's my last day off. I don't know. I'm just going to keep grinding, man. Maybe tomorrow I'll clean the garage, get half of something filmed so I can be up to date and hopefully ahead and keep grinding. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all my new members and anybody who tipped today and my Patreon subscribers. Yeah. And you know what? I appreciate everyone who watches video, because not only does the little bit of extra people who are contributing more matter, but just the people watching the video, that's what matters. And that's what keeps me making videos. If I didn't get any views on my videos, I would not be encouraged to make any more videos. And yeah, I appreciate you guys giving me your time. So I love all you guys. It's not gay because it's mutual love. A little kiss for you guys. Peace easy.